Rise and join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If I can have a roll call for attendance, please.
Alderman Seal.
Here.
Alderman Bone.
Here.
Alderman Weber.
Here.
Alderman Daw.
Here.
Alderman Connor.
Here.
Alderman Pinedo.
Here.
Alderman Ferry.
Here.
Roll call complete.
Thank you. Next on our agenda is approval of the June 15th, 2026 council meeting minutes as presented. I'd entertain a motion for their approval.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any amendments or corrections to the minutes as presented? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Teal.
Yes.
Bone.
Pass.
Weber.
Yes.
Daw.
Yes.
Connor.
Pass.
Pinedo.
Pass.
Ferry.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Under presentations to council. Chief, I believe you have some promotions on our agenda.
Yes, I do. I have
today.
3. Actually, I'd like to appoint Lieutenant Blackman to Deputy Chief, Sergeant Hall, Brian Hall to Lieutenant, and then Investigator Kramer to Sergeant. And if I could do those one at a time, that would be great. Great. I want to present Deputy Chief Blackman with a certificate of appointment. Brandon Blackman, through dedication, professionalism, integrity, and distinguished service to the citizens of Monmouth, earned the appointment to the rank of Deputy Chief, effective this date, 6th of July, 2026.
I, Brandon Blackman,
I, Brandon Blackman,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Deputy Chief
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Deputy Chief
for the City of Monmouth Police Department to the best of my ability.
in the City of Monmouth Police Department to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
The next one, I would like to promote Sergeant Hall to the position of Lieutenant. Brian Hall has, through dedication, professionalism, integrity, and distinguished service to the citizens of Monmouth, earned promotion to the rank of Lieutenant, effective the 6th day of July, 2026.
Repeat after me. I, Brian Hall,
I, Brian Hall,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of Lieutenant
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of Lieutenant
for the City of Monmouth Police Department to the best of my ability.
for the City of Monmouth to the best of my ability. Congratulations, brother.
Congratulations. Last one. I'd like to promote Investigator Kramer to the position of sergeant. Josh Kramer has, through dedication, professionalism, integrity, and distinguished service to the citizens of Monmouth, earned promotion to the rank of sergeant, effective this day, 6 July 2026. Congratulations.
I, Josh Kramer,
I, Josh Kramer,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of sergeant
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of sergeant
for the City of Monmouth Police Department to the best of my ability.
for the city of Monmouth Police Department to the best of my ability. That was a tongue twister there.
Congratulations, Steve. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Congrats. Thank you. Congrats, Josh.
Congratulations.
Chief. Thanks, Chief. It's hot. Exit stage left, right?
Thank you, Chief, and congratulations to all the officers who are promoted.
Thank you.
Wait for everyone to pull out.
Always thins way out after that.
Yeah. Moving on in our agenda, we have, on the consent agenda, we have one item, and that's approval of the bills.
Motion to pay the bills.
I have a motion and a second. Are there any items to be removed for further consideration or discussion? Hearing none, a roll call for approval, please.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw,
Yes.
Connor,
Yes.
Pineda,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
and Teal.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Under Committee of the Whole, we have our Building and Zoning June report with Director Clark.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Zoning Department continues to issue building permits, complete rental and solar inspections, as well as send out notices for mowing, junk, and debris. You see a list of the notices that went out. Unfortunately, fortunately, there was no losses of life during the storm event, but that did disrupt our regular routine of sending out notices for yards and junk and debris. Open projects, Monmouth College, house renovation, 903 East Broadway continues for additional student housing. Electrical, plumbing, sprinkler system rough-in has been completed, and framing and drywall has been started. Monmouth College demolition started at 925 East Euclid Avenue. The student fraternity complex, 2/3 of the structure has been dropped. And then the renovation of the former Bankers Life building, West First Avenue. They've got most of the drywall completed on the second floor. Mudding and taping and painting has started there, and then framing of the lower level is also in process. Midwest Pet Foods, in the last couple of weeks, completed the footings, have started foundation for the new 70 by 226.9 foot warehouse storage space. And then Jameson Center Rehab Houses. Again, several months ago, Jameson Center paired up with a local nonprofit to target houses that were either abandoned, foreclosed on, or on the verge by court order to be considered for demolition. Utilizing local business owners and local contractors to complete the renovations, started with permits issued with no permit or inspection fees. And then there's a list of the renovations of 520 East Fifth Avenue. At this point is almost ready for an occupancy. And then renovation of 211 South 8th Street, Interior completed, siding almost completed. And then scheduled renovation for 601 South Fifth Street. Permits have been issued, all interior has been taken down to the studs, and they're doing some little bit of structural changes and room division changes as well. And then a scheduled renovation of 119 South Sixth Street. Permits were issued, tree removal and yard cleanup has been started there. And then renovation 1123 East Sixth Avenue, tree removal and yard cleanup was started. And then the Plan Commission met on Monday, June 22nd at 5:30 PM to review 3 requests for change of zoning district, and they're listed below. We will be addressing this a little bit later. I wanted you to have a copy of this in your report for review prior to that time. And then finally, the Small Strong Communities Program Grant on June 30th. Annette St. Ledger, who's the Executive Administrative Assistant to the City Administrator, completed the Strong Communities Program SCP Round 3 application for the Illinois Department of Housing Authority. The goal is to secure $750,000 in grant funds and proceed with acquisitions of at least 4 houses in need of roofs, foundation work if possible, siding and windows. If any funds are left in the event that we do receive $750,000, there are a couple houses that could be demoed that are beyond repair. Again, I'd like to thank Annette for all the time and effort to ensure yet another successful grant application that meets or exceeds the Illinois Department of Housing Authority standards. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Moving on, we have Braden Bledsoe for Woodard and Kern's annual report. Braden?
Mayor and council, a little bit different than my normal standard monthly report. This will be our annual report for year 13 of Woodard Kern operating the city's Public Works Department. Of course, Woodard Kern has concluded our 13th year with the city of Monmouth, Illinois, and we are honored to continue serving as the city's public works partner. This year brought both challenges and accomplishments, all of which are summarized in this report. I'm just going to kind of go through a few highlights with you guys. Included in this report is a comprehensive overview of the past 12 months of activity and performance related to safety, wastewater treatment, water production, chemical usage, maintenance and repair, revenue collection, staffing, and capital planning. Safety remains Woodard Kern's highest priority. During year 13, which is fiscal year 25 to 26, we are proud to report 0 lost time accidents within our department, reflecting our commitment to the staff and to maintaining a safe work environment. Through daily hazard awareness, training, and employee engagement, our team continues to foster a culture where safety is integrated into every aspect of our operation. Developing and retaining a highly skilled workforce remains a top priority for the city and for Woodard Kern serving as the Public Works Department. During this past year, a few highlights are our wastewater operator, Doug Schaefer, earned his Illinois Class 1 wastewater operator license, while Seth McBride obtained his Illinois Class B water operator license. Both of these accomplishments have strengthened the department's technical capabilities and are critical to supporting long-term succession planning. The department has also welcomed Eric Johnson as our new water and superintendent, which has replaced Richard Nelson, who used to be out there. And we have also hired Ethan Davis as our new meter reader. Both of these hires have further enhanced our ability to provide reliable and responsive service to Monmouth residents. As we go forward, our continued investment in employee development, certification, and training remains essential to the department's long-term success. The Public Works Department continued to emphasize proactive asset management and operational efficiency throughout the year. A comprehensive hydrant flushing, maintenance, and painting program has been implemented citywide, and staff are currently expanding preventive maintenance efforts through an updated valve maintenance program on our water mains. Ongoing enhancement to the city's GIS database continues to improve our system mapping, asset tracking, and all of our infrastructure planning. Additionally, expanded maintenance programs for vehicles, equipment, and tools have helped extend asset life and reduce future capital replacement costs. To support our lead service line replacement program, our street and water departments have began utilizing their vacuum trailer to perform investigating work in-house, reducing our contractor costs and delivering additional value to the city. Water and Current's team has monitored and processed more than 1.5 billion gallons of wastewater here in Monmouth over the past year. And the water treatment system has produced over 1 billion gallons of safe, reliable water. Recently, we submitted our annual Consumer Confidence Report to Illinois EPA, which is a yearly requirement. We're incurring as a whole, beyond just our Public Works and Operations and Management team here in Monmouth, has continued to provide technical support related to regulatory compliance and funding opportunities for capital projects. Our consultants regularly advise city leadership on strategic initiatives, regulatory matters, and engineering topics and projects. The Water and Current engineering team supported the city on numerous critical infrastructure projects, including the West Harlem Water Treatment Plant, our lead service line replacement program, our Phase 3 combined sewer overflow project, and working collaboratively with city staff and engineers, the Water and Current funding team has also assisted with pursuing state and federal funding opportunities to help advance the city's capital improvement goals. The city's continued commitment to infrastructure investment has also resulted in significant funding success. During contract year 13, Monmouth was awarded nearly $7 million in grants and low-interest financing to support some of these improvements. These awards included funding through Rebuild Illinois, grants from IDOT, EPA's State Revolving Loan Fund, and others. A few of the notable ones, of course, are the $2 million that the city received from Rebuild Illinois for equipment at the new West Harlem Water Treatment Plant. Another notable one is a grant, it's a community project grant that we received from Congressman Sorensen, which was approximately $1 million in value for lead service line replacements. Looking ahead, the city and Water Current remain focused on implementing our capital improvement plan and advancing projects that improve regulatory compliance, system reliability, public safety, and of course, efficiency. The city's continued investment in water, wastewater, and other infrastructure will position us in the future to meet challenges and support economic growth while maintaining a high level of service for our residents. Before I conclude, there is one thing I'd like to touch on, and that would be our budget performance for the year. The department finished the year approximately 2% over budget. A significant portion of that variance was associated with infrastructure improvements and failures that we experienced throughout the year. Overall, with the amount of troubles that we had and frankly the amount of progress that we made, 2% I think we came out pretty good. Part of that being so close to the budget, a lot of our managers, including myself and all the guys that we work with, have been reevaluating a lot of our contracts for temporary labor. For example, like out at the cemetery, we've renegotiated that contract to have a lower price for that. We've renegotiated all of our salt contracts as well as all of our other chemical contracts. The guys, Bill Hart, Joe McVeigh especially, are very good at trying to find a deal for everyone. So that's something we can look forward to in the future. Going forward, as we reflect on 13 years of partnership, we of course remain grateful for all the trust that's been placed in Water and Current by the city. Through our strategic planning, employee development, proactive maintenance, and financial stewardship, we remain committed to delivering safe, compliant, and cost-effective public works services. We look forward to building upon this year's successes and continuing to serve the city for years to come. Any questions?
Braden, would you maybe want to introduce your
I would love to.
your guest in the audience?
Yeah, so thank you. So this is Dave Kitzmiller.
Thank you. Any other questions for Braden?
Did you have any update on your vehicle purchase?
No, we submitted the purchase order, but we don't have a date for arrival yet. It sounded like it'd be this year though.
Okay.
We hope it's ready for winter.
That was the goal.
Either
So,
that or it doesn't snow, whichever.
well,
either way.
it'll probably show up in
We'll take
September.
both.
Yeah,
I'll take
Yeah.
both.
if we get it on time, it probably won't snow. You'll probably be right.
That's fine.
So
It's done its job.
that's right. That's right. So
Okay, thank you, Braden.
Yep, thank
Appreciate the updates. Next, I think we have Jim and Janet Cook with us this evening about a stop sign request at Clinton Avenue and North Fifth Street.
Hello, I'm Jim Cook, my wife Janet, my neighbor Mary Moss, across the street. We've lived over 30 years on North Fifth Street in Clinton and really like the area. What's happening is we've got a lot of traffic coming down that street that is speeding, not looking either direction when they come up to the intersections, and we see it over and over again. Have seen it through the years, but it's built over the last few years. We have a house to the south of us on the corner that has a high bank in the front yard and side yard, and then there are cars parked in the front, and that limits being able to see at that intersection also. So also what's really pushed me into asking for this is we've got more children in the neighborhood than what we ever have. They're playing in the street, riding their bikes, just being kids. And there's also their friends and others down the street going up to the top lot and the facilities up there that they have for the kids to play in. So this heavy traffic with the children has been a big concern of ours, that we need to get a four-way stop to get these people slowed down and see if we can prevent a tragedy from happening. And I had thought about going to the police station and talking to them, which would have been a good step, but I reasoned it out that the police could sit down there for hours and nothing would happen. I mean, there'd not be anybody speeding or anything like that. But what happens is throughout the day, there's several cars speeding. Like I say, they don't even begin to slow down at the intersections. So it'd be a waste of time for a policeman to sit there for hours trying to pick up on this. And like I say, the kids in the neighborhood are out in the street all the time, both on their bikes and throwing balls around and things like that. So I'd like you to take it into consideration to put a four-way stop up there so that we could prevent bad accidents or maybe children being involved also.
Okay, so I'd like to talk about this corner. Drive by it all the time. I've had other people talk about it. For some reason, we have cars that park right up to the corner. I'm not sure why that's not marked yellow. We got a Harley Davidson parked in a yard most of the time that's in front of the bank, so there is zero visibility on that corner. And then we got kids running off there selling lemonade and stuff, which I guess they're entrepreneurs, but they're running out in the street. And it is kind of scary right there.
It is.
I don't understand why we got a bike parked in the yard and cars parked up to the corner. That doesn't make sense to me. I think we should yellow that off regardless of what else we do, because you can stop there all day long, but you're still not gonna have any visibility there. That's my take.
And that's exactly what I'm seeing too. And the bank of the way that yard's cut,
Yeah.
it blocks it, and then you throw those other things in.
And it is a
it's
disaster
a
right there
bad-
with that.
Just a disaster waiting to happen is what it is.
Are there any signs that are all?
There are yield signs, but now coming from Clinton, is where, coming down Clinton, heading, east,
Is where the yield sign is.
is where the yield sign is on
And
that
west,
side.
east, west. The yield sign
That,
is west.
that is, but the Fifth I think they believe they're still on Sixth Street.
And you just can't, you can't see there. I don't understand why. Yeah, that parking concerns me, and it's concerned me for a while.
So Fifth Street is the
Fifth Street.
real issue with the
Straight through,
speed.
yeah, that's, where the people are speeding. And, there's also poor visibility there. And, it's a bad combination of what we got going on.
So what's being proposed would make that a four-way then?
Yes, that's the proposal. And I wanted to mention, I got 23 signatures of people that I could catch from at home, and each one of them told me of different things that they've seen where they're out in their yard and the car's just flying by. And they say, you know, if you were born and raised in Monmouth, we were always told, don't worry about what the signs say, stop at each intersection, slow down anyway, and check the right-of-ways and all that, the cross traffic. Well, through the years, that doesn't happen anymore. I mean, they're just like they're on Sixth Street and just flying down through there. So it's very concerning, especially with the children. We've been lucky there hadn't been a car accident there for several years, but the children thing's what's really pushing me to come up here and talk to you about it.
Chief, what are your initial thoughts?
I would concur with what's being said. I don't have any numbers in front of me, unfortunately. I apologize, council, I left that laying on my desk tonight. The issue with the parking up the intersection, we'll address that, and the other vehicles in the area, but I wouldn't disagree with putting the stop sign forward, stop at that intersection. That is a higher traffic area, North Fifth Street to Euclid. Seems like there's a lot more vehicles that roll down that street than most of them.
Is there a stop sign at Sixth on Clinton?
Yes,
Yes.
there's a stop sign at pretty much every street on
Sixth.
Sixth, yeah. You got the
And
four-way
on Euclid.
on
You have the
Euclid,
right
but
of
you've
way
got
on
a,
both of those
every,
through
it's
Yeah.
a stop every
Yeah, yeah.
Archer, Boston, Clinton, Detroit are all stops going on the Sixth.
I had an apartment right there, just up on Clinton, just up in that block, and I almost got T-boned there in the work van.
Yeah, it's
Spot there.
just tough. I mean, we need to back
So,
those
I mean,
cars
I get
off.
it.
I don't know what the regulation is, but I know it's not 2 feet from the corner.
No, it's not.
And it should be painted. I mean, it's not all on them if we need to paint that.
Is there,
It's not curved, is it?
it's not curbed
Yeah,
there, so.
One side
Yeah.
is, one side is
Uh,
curved? Yeah, one
but-
side.
The east side
Vehicles
is,
can't park right up on the intersection, they're supposed to park
the west
back.
side is curved.
Okay,
I just looked at it.
okay,
So that's,
yeah.
And-
I don't know about the east side, but the west side.
I mean, it sounds like we're all in favor. What's the procedure going forward?
But I'll defer to Markham, but I think you would instruct Markham to draft an ordinance to place that on our next agenda.
That's right. I'll draft an ordinance, and then next, council meeting, you guys can vote on the ordinance, and then once, if you pass it on first reading, take 6 affirmative votes, and then 10 days later, the stop sign can go up.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. I would guess, does anyone wish to make a motion to instruct Markham to draft an ordinance for council's consideration at the next meeting?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw,
Yes.
Connor,
Yes.
Pineda,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Next, Lou, I believe we have the engineering services agreement for our USDA downtown sewer project. It goes under apartment buildings, armory, YMCA, the list goes on and on.
Yes, the city is pretty much completed application to the U.S. Department of Agriculture to receive a $4.227 million loan to undertake the replacement and renovation of the old sanitary sewer that runs through the downtown from South A Street over to South Second Street. And it crosses the South Main Street approximately between the open parking lot over to the Bijou and Rivoli Theaters. That's where it crosses. We are moving ahead with installing a new manhole and doing some lining underneath the street so we can move forward with the Main Street Streetscape project next year. But this project is larger in concept, and it includes both the relining and, in some places, the replacement and relocation of the sanitary sewer through this part of the city. And as part of the application process, the city is required to submit with its application an executed copy of a engineering services agreement for the design, preparation of the bid specs, going through the bidding process, inspection of the construction, and then, of course, project management. So what you have before you is that engineering services agreement. We do need to have this executed so it can be included in our application by this Friday. $4.227 million project. The engineering services agreement is $602,000, which is the industry average for in the percentage of the total cost of the project. So I would ask the council to approve the agreement as presented. As I mentioned, the sewer, this sewer actually goes through town beyond Second Street, and it is collapsing all the way through. We have some other projects in mind as you get closer to Broadway and Fifth Street. We've got some serious problems. It's the exact same sewer. It's been there for 120 years. It's falling apart. It's collapsing. And the sooner that we can get this sewer, this is a main sewer that collects both rainwater and sewage and sends it down to Jackson, the old plant at Jackson behind the cemetery, which is then pumped up. So we really need to address this particular sanitary sewer. It's a big problem for us right now, and the potential for continued deterioration and potential collapse, particularly that section that runs under the Rivoli Theater. Part of it runs underneath the Armory as well, and all of those will need to be relocated or lined. So again, your support would be appreciated.
Yes, we also have a three-story apartment building that goes completely the entire width of that structure, which we repaired a number of years ago. So I'd entertain a motion for approval of the sewer replacement bid approval for the USDA sewer project.
Engineering services.
Excuse me.
Do we
the
want to
engineering
just consider
services.
those two items together? Isn't this south?
There's another for a contract for bid on South Main Street.
Is that a different sewer?
That's a different,
That's the one that I mentioned was gonna be done this year. The engineering services agreement is for the larger project.
Oh, so those are two
Those are
separate?
yeah.
two
Okay.
separate.
same sewer, two different projects.
Right, right.
So move.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
It doesn't matter.
They're all over.
You okay? I think Weber was first, and then Juan, and then Kevin, and
I don't
so.
care.
Okay,
I heard you first.
Kevin was, yeah, all right. Anyway, any other discussion, questions? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Daw,
Yes.
Connor, Pineda,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
motion carried.
Thank you. Next, we have the South Main Sewer Replacement Bid approval for council's consideration. Braden?
Mayor and council. So much like what Lou was saying, that project, of course, is the more, I guess, all-encompassing project. I can provide maps if necessary, but The bid that I'm presenting to you guys does not have any engineering cost in it. We're gonna handle the project management in-house and the design in-house. It's a much smaller project, much more straightforward. That being said, it is the 200 block of South Main where the new road is gonna go. We wanna make sure we complete all of the underground before we do the road, of course, so we don't have to dig it back up later. Part of that project will consist of lining our north-south sewer lines underneath the 200 block of South Main. There's approximately 800 linear feet of that. Another part of the project is we'll have to install 2 new manholes, one on the west side of the 200 block of South Main in that gravel parking lot, one in the middle of the road in the 200 block of South Main, roughly in front of the Rivoli down there. And then we will have 300 linear feet of east-west lining, which will actually go underneath the buildings on the east side of South Main. Again, this is a part of that deteriorated 100-year-old sewer. We're already experiencing issues with it. We've sent guys down there, contracted guys down there to clean out and to do inspections. You can't put a camera down it anymore. That's how many bricks are in the way. So this is a very important project that we get done, of course, and this is going to be funded a little bit different so we can get it done quicker. Having said all that, we did go out for bid for that, and we got 2 bids, one from Hare Construction out of Peoria and one from Visu Sewer out of Wisconsin. Visu Sewer came in at approximately $511,000 for this work, and Hare Construction came in at approximately $428,000. Seeing those numbers, Hare is a good company to work with, and they're the low bidder. So I would be looking for approval to have Hare Construction complete this work.
You have any questions for Braden?
One question I just have, as we're approving these, is this funding that already exists in the budget?
Yes, so we budgeted for it this year.
Okay,
Yep,
all right.
yep, so,
Yes, we did. We knew this was coming,
yep.
and we
Yep.
did budget for it.
Since I've started, we've been discussing this, and then, of course, as soon as the South Main Road project came, this kicked it into overdrive. We're gonna get it done now, so,
Yeah, before something else falls in.
yep, yep. So,
Mayor, another question?
Yeah.
Can we come out to the bathroom real quick?
Go ahead.
That's a medical promise.
Sure. Okay, thank you. So we have a motion and a second for approval of the low bid.
We didn't.
I'm sorry, we don't.
Nobody moved.
I'm sorry, you're correct. I would entertain a motion for approval of the low bid from Hare Construction for the sewer lining.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none. A roll call, please.
Connor,
Yes.
Pineda, Barry,
Yes.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw. Motion carried.
Thank you. And you, Braden, you also have something about Public Works Department after-hours policy amendment.
yeah, thank you. So I wanted to bring up for council's consideration on this policy that we've got, and I'll kind of explain as I go here. But our water department, of course, goes out into the field and does reconnects, does after-hours service calls, things like that. And right now, we do have a policy for charging for those events, because of course, if you have an after-hours call, there is a cost associated with that to the city. Whether it's the overtime for calling the guy in, which the union agreement that the city has and that Water Current has alongside them, is that there's a 2-hour minimum. And using that 2-hour minimum on overtime with your average guy's salary, just your labor on a 2-hour call out is approximately $125. So just to start off with that. Our current policy is that right now during normal business hours, there's a $50 reconnect fee. And after hours, there's an $80 reconnect fee. So for example, if somebody doesn't pay their water bill and they're shut off, when they come in and pay, in normal business hours, there's a $50 fee to have that water turned back on. If it's on the weekend after 4 o'clock, it's $80. That's how it is now. There's currently also a $25 fee for new account turn-ons. That is the policy right now, those three numbers. My proposal is going to be that we maintain the $50 reconnect fee during normal business hours. There's no extra cost to the city in terms of labor. It's the 15 minutes it takes for somebody to drive over there, turn it on, and drive back. My change, one of the changes I propose would be to increase the after-hours reconnect fee from $80 to $150. That increase would cover the labor that the city is spending to reconnect that person, as well as any wear on equipment, vehicles, that sort of thing. We'd also like to maintain the $25 new account turn-on fee, so that would be the same exact way as it is now. The new thing that we would like to do, and something that we have not done in the past, and I'll give an example, is we would like to establish a $150 after-hours service call fee. There are many times where I will get a call, water department will get a call, and let's say it's for low pressure. And of course, we will go out and check that, and we're more than happy to check that. Sometimes it ends up being the city's fault that there's a water main break, for example. And in my proposal, if it is the city's fault, let's say there is a water main break or the city's side of the service line is broken, of course, we would not charge the resident. That's not fair at all. We would maintain, of course, no charge for that. However, if we are called in to a resident's house and, for example, their water softener has failed, we are essentially acting as a plumber, and the city has to foot the bill for that emergency call in when it's not it's not the fault of the city. So my proposal would be, in a situation where we are called in and it happens to be the interior plumbing, which is the resident's responsibility, we would charge that $150 call-in fee. Those are my proposed changes. Can I answer any questions?
How often does that happen?
Recently, probably about once a weekend. It comes and goes. I think in the winter it slows down quite a bit, but especially in the
30 times a
springtime.
year, maybe.
Yeah, springtime definitely once it gets warmer. I've personally experienced more of those at least once a week recently.
They call you for the hot water heater?
Well, we just got a new gentleman, Eric Johnson, our water superintendent. For a while, my phone number was listed at the police department, but now we've got everything switched. So for a while when I was covering.
Would it not be easier for us to say that's not a city problem, it's a plumber?
Yeah, so like for example, if they claim, this is the one that always comes up. So if we get a low pressure check, we always go and check that because our worry is going to be that that person, there's a water main break in front of their house. So we're always going to go check that one. But we may end up getting there and their softener's clogged, for example, and you're able to pull the bypass and all of a sudden now they have good pressure. In that scenario, the city is in a way acting as a emergency plumber call-in, and it's not the city's fault that they have low pressure.
So to follow up on that, you helped me with a problem I had with low pressure.
Yep.
And so when the person calls, does our employee call them back and say, hey, have you tried this first before I come out?
Yep. So we do that quite a bit.
All right.
Now, of course, during normal business hours, there's going to be no charge. You can call us anytime you want.
Yeah.
My main focus is we get a
Right.
call at midnight and I have to call a water guy in, and of course, there's a cost to that. So
And my question is, so after midnight, if I call, is someone gonna say, hey, here's a couple things you can try before I come,
Yep.
but if I come, it's gonna be $150.
yes,
And
definitely.
if it is your water softener, you're gonna get charged.
Yeah, and that's how we operate now,
Okay.
except for the fee.
Okay.
So
Well, and how is it at that? Trying to think how I want to ask that. So, how does your calling work? Like when that guy answers the phone,
Yep.
have we already called him in?
no.
So he's
No.
answering the phone for free. He's on.
Yep, that's correct. If
Or
it's
he's on call.
if it's a few minute phone call, there's not a 2-hour call associated with that. Yep. And typically how that process works, if it's after hours, we don't have an after hours, like water service phone necessarily. Typically they will call the non-emergency line at the police department, and then that person the dispatcher will call our water on call phone, is typically how that process works. So.
I guess I'm okay with that. I think that it'd be good to certainly make that part of the hit list when they call and say,
Definitely.
hey, you know, if it's on us, there's no charge. If this ends up being your problem, it's gonna cost you $150.
Definitely, and we don't
Just
want
so that the girls at the
Yep.
desk don't get hammered.
Right,
You know,
right.
because they're always the ones that get walked in on.
exactly, and we want to be transparent about it. We're not trying to take advantage of anybody. We just want to make sure we're protecting the city's cost at the end of the day. So,
Sure. I get it.
And if we approve that, can we kind of push that information out ahead of time so folks are
Yeah.
reading about it, they're aware
Yep.
of it?
my plan was to actually work with Kenny on getting a Facebook post put out,
I would-
and then I'd like to have a written paper put up here at the billing counter. So when folks come up, it's posted right there on the wall. And if they have any questions, all the staff will be informed of it. They can ask me questions. And, you know, and that's not to say we're not willing to work with people. There's always gonna be outstanding circumstances, so.
Sure. That could be a big surprise to some people.
No, definitely,
$50.
definitely, so.
Any other questions or discussion? I'd entertain a motion for approval of the after-hours policy amendment.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, a roll call for approval, please.
Pineda,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw,
Yes.
Connor,
Yeah.
motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have three ordinances relating to change of zoning. All three of these went to the Plan Commission. They had their hearing, their fact-finding meeting, and all related parties were notified. Joe, would you,
That is correct, Mayor. The first request, and I also put this in your weekly report, and you also got it in the monthly report, so you had an opportunity to review that prior to this time. The one is the 415 South First Street from an R2 medium-density residential district to a B3 service commercial district. This would be the first request, 26-013. We would like your favorable consideration to that one.
Is that the YMCA?
No, 415 South First is the one down on the South First Street here where they took the big Brockovich house down and the two trailers behind it,
it's a vacant lot on the corner.
vacant lot.
A vacant lot?
Yeah,
Oh,
It's catty corner
From
from
Alexander Lumber.
okay,
Alexander
gotcha,
Lumber.
gotcha.
And then
I was
there's a
one block
parts,
off.
parts warehouse across the
Gotcha,
street the other
okay.
way. Go ahead.
Are you gonna do all three of these at once, or?
I'm gonna do them at once.
Okay, all right. The second request is, which would be ordinance 26-014, is to change the zoning district at 1100 South 11th Street from R2 medium density residential district to a B2 service commercial district. Now that is, if you go down South 11th, that's right next to the railroad tracks.
That's Andy Doyle.
That would be
He
Andy
just,
Doyle, yes,
he
sir.
he just purchased the
that he just
lot
purchased
last,
the lot.
last
Correct.
council meeting.
And then the third request, which would be ordinance 26-015. This is the 931 South 8th Street from an R2 medium-density residential district to a B2 service commercial district. And this is for additional parking for employees to complete auto parts. Complete parts and repair, stand corrected. Any questions?
And the plan commission did,
The Plan Commission, yes, there were 6 of the 8 board members were in attendance with votes cast on each request, and it was all passed to approval of it. There was nobody opposed to it whatsoever.
And
So
no
they
ci-
passed
no
it unanimous?
citizens showed up
No,
or
no.
complained?
I would entertain a motion to approve, to follow the fact-finding board for all three of these ordinances.
So moved.
Sorry.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any questions or discussion? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Barry,
Yep.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw,
Yes.
Connor,
Yeah.
and Pineda.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Next, I would entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss employment and with possible action to follow.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing on a roll call for approval, please.
Teal,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw,
Yes.
Hunter,
Yeah.
Benado, and Ferry. Motion carried.
Still can't get over people call the police department because of water. Don't involve her, that's you.
I fight dirty.
I would entertain a motion to return to regular session.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Bone,
Yes.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw,
Yes.
Hunter,
Yeah.
Benado,
Yeah.
Ferry,
Yes.
Teal.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. I would entertain a motion for approval of the employment contract with our new city administrator to Lee Leone.
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, a roll call, please.
Weber,
Yes.
Daw,
Yes.
Hunter,
Yeah.
Benado,
Yes.
Ferry,
Yes.
Teal,
Yes.
and Bone.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. Before we move on, I do have a housekeeping item I need to take care of.
Does he have to vacuum?
Yeah.
He's gotta go back.
Bringing us with. His turn to go to the bathroom.
Since this is going to be probably your official last meeting in that chair, I wanted to thank you and congratulate you and present you with your nameplate.
I've gone 9 years and 4 months without one.
Well, I wanted you to be sure that you had one.
But now I do on my last
Now you
meeting.
do.
Okay, well, thank you.
You didn't even notice it there, did you?
No, I could have brought one in from home, I guess, but.
Now I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Hesitate on a motion to adjourn?
All opposed.
Are you
We
kidding?
stand adjourned.